Hey, it's Mark Ferguson with Invest for More, and we're outside the Kersey Laundromat and car wash now. We have one bay back open again, which is super exciting. We're gonna see if anybody used it this week because we've done a tiny bit of advertising, but not much. But I think it's gonna be better than a lot of people think it will be. We shall see. It's Fun Car Friday. We've got the Super out. I actually had the Countach out earlier, and then it died on me at a gas station because one headlight was stuck up and when it closed, and I think the battery tried to overwork itself, but luckily some guys at Christian Brothers Automotive helped me get it started again, so I didn't have to spend all day at a gas station with a broken down Lamborghini. But there's worse problems to have. We had these car wash signs up before, and like literally right after we put them up, the car wash broke. We had to do a ton of work to get it up and running again. We have one bay working, one bay still not working. I'd asked my guy to cover it up, do something multiple times, and never was done. So I was really hoping to have it covered up and then open it, uncover it once it's working again. But we couldn't do that. So I did put an open sign up that I found back here and a little sign saying the outside bay is working. So I know it's not the prettiest thing in the world, but it actually catches your attention quite nicely, I think. So hopefully that will help. We're also going to check quarters and see how much money the washers and dryers made. They actually did pretty good last week, so we'll see if that continues. And then here's our car wash, and the tenants do park in here, but this one isn't working yet, so I'm not like super concerned about it. We need to replace some parts on it and get more ordered for this because we ordered a bunch of parts for this outside bay to get it working, and then we had to scavenge some parts from this side when we found more broken parts for it. So we'll work on that, but I really want to see how this one bay did. And the cool thing is it's still working, so that's awesome. One of the biggest problems was there was something going on where there was too much pressure or the pump was messed up, and it would cause this breaker to trip like every couple of weeks. And that really sucks if you're washing your car and all of a sudden a breaker trips and you can't wash it anymore. So we think that problem's fixed. We replaced a lot of the pressure valves, seals, bearings, and then had to luckily these hoses were all in decent shape. So good news there. And then there's someone in the laundromat now, which is good and bad because they're using the laundromat. But I also like doing my video where I can talk and show coins and stuff at the same time, because it does save me time from doing a voiceover later, and sometimes it's more exciting doing it live. But that's okay. So there are people in the laundromat in Kersey. Usually it's the other way around, and actually I was able to do my video in Greeley without people there for once. So things got switched. So this is actually last week's video, and those were my car wash parts that we got installed, or maybe this was 2 weeks ago. But anyway, here's what the laundromat looks like. And we have the car wash up and running. We've talked about that. We've shown that already. We'll see what's in there. And I also keep having machines break, which is very frustrating. I was hoping one of my employees who does all kinds of stuff for us would be able to fix them, but that's not working out how I hoped. So we're gonna have to come up with a new plan, because if I have to pay someone from Denver to come fix all these, it will take all the profit and then some. It will not be a viable business. So got to figure something out there. And then, this is our back room from before, which is supposed to be cleaned up a bunch of times, and we'll show you what it looks like now. But anyway, things seem to be going better, and hopefully the car wash improves it. But it's also very frustrating when our machines keep breaking down, and these are machines that we bought that were supposed to be rebuilt and in good shape. 2 are broken down there, and we just figured out another one over here has got issues too, and some of the dryers have issues. So it's like we get to add machines that work, and then other machines break as soon as we do that. So trying to figure out some way to make all this work better, but at least we have the car wash fixed, so that's good. And here's our back room, which we had a flood last year when a pipe broke. Again, it's supposed to be more cleaned up than this for a long time. I actually cleaned it up quite a bit myself, and then we have more car wash parts littered everywhere. And this, I walk in here and it smells pretty mildewy, and there's water right here, and a fan, like obviously something happened, and no one has told me anything or texted me or got me any information on why it looks like that. And so here's some of the pumps This one we have to rebuild again. And then that's the one that's been rebuilt with a new pressure valve. And I think we got it working much better. So that's cool, that happened. And it's not tripping breakers anymore. But what the heck is going on here? All right, so we're gonna see how much is in here. That is not bad at all. That is... There's no way that's gonna stay on that cone. Hold on. Oh boy. There we go. That is actually way better than I thought it would be. So, we'll get that counted up and see how much is in there. That's just 1 week of being open with just one Facebook post and that sign and one bay. Pretty cool. I have not checked the vacuum in a while either, so I want to do that. And there's some money in there, not a ton, but a little bit. Very fancy coin holder right now. Inside, we're going to check the change machine, which gives us an indication of what will be in the actual machines. And I did check this once this week. I can't remember if I refilled it or not, but it wasn't like super unfilled, so I'm not thinking there's a whole lot of money in there, but we'll count that up and see, and then we'll end up seeing how much we actually have in the machines. But that wasn't super impressive. Also, this machine when I got in here was running and nobody said they were using it. So, and I feel like the door was open a little bit too. It was very weird. So I was trying to figure out what's going on with that. It was heating, but that was very, very strange. So, I don't know. Now, I finally have my battery and can try the lint trap method with the shop vac, which actually worked very well and got it way cleaner and is much less dirty than doing it by hand into a trash can. So that was way better. So this will be the new method from now on. I think it's faster too, because I just slide those out. I don't have to take the lint traps all the way. It's even easier to film, because I can do it one-handed. So I like this method. I just showed people one of them because, yeah, it still is a lot easier to do it with two hands than one. But look at that beautiful lint trap. All right, we're gonna collect coins. There are multiple people using the machines. And this one works really well. It doesn't sound very good. It always sounds like that. So, not sure what to do there. Of course, those are still broken. This one keeps going to program mode. That one still leaks after being fixed twice. And yeah, at least we have these in here, and 3 out of 4 work. So that's good. This one, it heats up. I think those might have been my test quarters. It heats up and works. It just is very loud and very noisy. And I'm not sure if that means the rollers are off, and it starts shaking like crazy. So the bottom ones almost always get used less than the top ones. Well, it'll be interesting to see if this one has been used a bunch. Not a bunch, a little bit. A little bit. It might take some time for people to realize these machines are working better than these over here. That one's got like some kind of crazy valve situation. I know, this is not impressive yet. It gets better. At least I hope it gets better. These have always been the best, so we'll see. That's a little better. I don't think that's as good as last week, but that's better than the other ones. Although people are using, that's definitely not as good as last week. There's definitely a little bit more money in those though. So that could be taking away some of the money from these. So we'll see. That's decent. Ooh, oh, that one. This one had some issues too. I came here on Tuesday or Monday and had an error code and was not working right. So, hopefully. Oh, is it full of water? Oh, it's got water in it. Well, there you go. There's another one that's broken. That one's okay. Well, Now we should try and figure out what's going on there. You get one thing fixed, and something else breaks, is how this business works. Oops. So I was able to do some actual real-time talking, but then more people came in. And I just don't like talking to myself while other people are there. I know some people said I should just do it, but it's not fun for me, so I'll do my voiceover. Not a lot of money in here, so wasn't super duper impressed with these. Definitely not as good as last week, but we'll see how much the car wash and vacuum money help out our total weekly sales. And hopefully it's just a down time of month or something. Sometimes I feel like we have down times of month. The other laundromat definitely had a slow week too, so maybe it just isn't, the middle of the month is just a bad time, and the next week will be absolutely amazing. I actually dumped some of the quarters in the wrong bucket. It doesn't really matter that much, but try and get some kind of an accurate count. All right, so here is our chart and what we are seeing over time. It's almost been a year. That's crazy, since we first opened this laundromat. And things got better, as I always say, in the fall. We had some really good sales and everything looked awesome and peachy, and then the bottom just dropped out and it was horrible. A lot of that was because our change machine broke, our car wash broke, machines were breaking, and at one point I'm like, should we just close this whole thing down? Then things got way better. We had some really good weeks and some horrible weeks and some good weeks, and we've been at least more consistent now, and not quite as awful, although that wasn't not a great week. And now that's where we're at. We've got 242 with the car wash and vacuum, so it's actually a pretty bad week, except the car wash and vacuum helped us out. So again, maybe it's that time, maybe it's because we have too many broken washers. It's hard to say, and we're gonna try and figure out a better way to fix machines, because like I said, my plan right now is not working. So not sure what my plan is yet. I would make my son not make him, but if he could drive and go over there, he would probably actually love to do that kind of work, but we don't always have time to go over there, and we've got so many things going on the weekend. I'm helping coach his baseball team, so it's a busy times, but maybe we'll take some time and try and go over there and fix stuff ourselves, which I think teaches him some good lessons along the way as well. At least we have some positives. The car wash brought in probably, I think, more money than most people thought it would, and we literally had one Facebook post, and that sign I put up like 2 days ago, it wasn't even up all week. So we'll see how that continues to go. It's still working and working good, so that's the number one thing. And eventually we still want to get bigger machines in there, but that's not working out as well as I hoped either, just because of some of the issues we're having with our people working with us. So we'll see. Positives and negatives this week. Hopefully we can just break through some plateaus and humps and get up to $500 a week. That's kind of my goal right now, but that's pretty far away for the moment. All right, thanks for watching. Let us know what you think, and we'll be back next week.